Hello, and welcome to Ed Talk TV, Conversations Worth Having. I'm your host, Ed Troxel, aka Tech Man, and I hope you are having a great day. This is a business talk show. We talk about business, tech, and the user experience. And if you're new around here, be sure to let me know in the comments. If you are a regular, say hello in the comments. You know what to do, even if you're watching the replay. Today we're going to keep it super short because I have another webinar that I need to jump on here at 4:30. So we're going to just jump in. I was going to say dive in and then went elsewhere. It's raining outside, so there we go. We're just going to jump into today's content. Normally we have random news, which technically this is random news, and then it leads into today's content, so it's kind of all together. So if you're watching the replay, be sure to say hello in the comments. The comments are where the magic happens. And the reason I say that is because that's where you get to be noticed, not only by me, but by others browsing the comments, not just on my live, but also on my website and anywhere else you comment on Facebook. Remember, you have secret followers, just like I have secret followers. And what is a secret follower? Great question. Secret followers are those who are watching and paying attention, but you don't know that they're there. Like you. And you. I see you. And you. So be sure to make sure and comment and engage as much as possible wherever you are at online, because that's how your business is going to stand out and that's how you're going to get noticed. So with that, let's just jump into today's content, and I'm going to share my screen. Now, take a look at this. I posted this earlier on my page if you didn't see it, but I want to talk about simplifying your solutions. So there's a lot of change in the air right now, and it's really exciting. I don't know if you're feeling it or if you're experiencing it, but it's really an exciting time for us small business owners, us entrepreneurs, because there's a lot going on and there's a lot of change happening on social media as well. We're not going to get too much into that right now, but what I did want to point out was this ad. It made the news, and it's because it looks like it's the middle finger, but it's actually the ring finger, and it's from this law firm, We the People. And look at how simple the message is here on the billboard. Now, billboards are expensive, and they're made to get people's attention, right? And so when we're thinking about our solutions for somebody's problem, we have to remember that it comes down to really being able to simplify. And it's easier said than done, right? And I'll tell you from my personal experience too. I can do this all day long for my clients, but sometimes when it comes to my stuff, I really just make it more complicated than it needs to be. It's just human nature. So when you look at an ad like this on a billboard, the first thing that catches your eye is the finger. But it's not the finger you think it is. It's the ring finger, which makes sense because they're talking about marriage, and in this case, divorce. So now they've gone and gotten your attention, and then they bring it to, I'm done. Two simple words that probably every married couple who's going through a divorce or wants to get a divorce would say. So they're using words, key words that their customers, their target market, are actually saying when their marriage is over, when they're just done. Quote, I'm done. That speaks to the people seeing this billboard. Not only that, but then they say divorce. So it's one thing that they're being very specific on. Now, I don't know, We the People, if they have other offerings. I didn't go to their website and check it out, but I'm going to take a guess that they probably do. They probably don't specialize just in divorce, but for this ad, that's what they're specializing in. So they clearly state it, and then they have their price, and then they say who they are, and they have their website. Boom. Super simple, straightforward. There's really no room for confusion here. The only confusion might be at first when you see this is that you think it's the middle finger versus the ring finger. That's probably the only confusion. Otherwise, it's pretty straightforward. Am I right? Let me know even if you're watching the replay. So I wanted to point this out because we do this a lot. We all complicate things when we're working on things for ourselves. And so we have to remember, which is why we hire people to come in and help us. It's why you hire me to come in and help you with your strategy and getting organized and being able to simplify things so that it can help grow your audience organically and really build on your relationships, which then translates into what? Sales. Exactly. So you have to think about how can you simplify your solution. And it takes a long time sometimes to do that. You have to go through writing things down, testing things, bouncing the ideas off of somebody, having that expert. Welcome, Tammy. You are right. And it's probably that confusion that attracts the attention. Exactly. In this case, exactly it does. And that's why it's in the news, right? So this was a real relevant one that I wanted to show you. One more I wanted to bring up before I let you guys go because it's going to be short today, but is the Legos. Now, whether you're a parent or not, I'm sure you've heard of this or you've seen this or you've experienced this. Legos are everywhere, right? And kids love Legos. So it's a popular toy. It's an item that's in probably every household who has a child. And this picture right here shows you exactly the pain. Well, let me actually go down to this picture. Shows you the exact pain point that customers, parents, go through when they have this product. So what Lego is doing here is they're showing you that they have a solution that they're going to be testing out. Apparently they have these anti-Lego slippers that they're going to, I think, raffle off. If you go to their website, you can sign in or sign up for them or whatever. But the point here is that they are reaching out and talking directly to parents because parents are the ones who are always stepping on these Legos and getting them stuck to their foot. It's been a problem for, I think it says 66 years, somewhere right in here. Let me go to the top. I think it was the top. 66 years of horrible pain. And they're just now finding a solution. So think about that and see how you can really simplify. Because we have no problem providing solutions. We have no problem. Let's be honest. We know that we can put out content like nobody's business. Even if you're not creative, that's fine. You don't have to be creative to put out content. You can share content and talk about content. And so we have no problem doing that. Even if you think you do, you don't. I'll tell you that right now. What the problem is us putting out too much content and not enough of the right content that speaks directly to our ideal audience that hooks them where we want them in terms of the billboard, like we see here. When we go back to the billboard, We the People, direct contact is going to be, they want people who are ready to be done with their marriage and get that divorce. And this is how they're going to get there, right? So that's the direct message that they're sending. Let me just catch up on the comments. Tammy says, you should, quote, experience the Lego walk. It's like the fire walk, but different. It's so true. I remember I worked in elementary school and there was Legos everywhere and it was not fun. Not that I was actually wearing my bare feet or not wearing shoes, but I've experienced that when I used to watch my friends' kids as well. And Melissa says, those slippers are cool, right? And so when you think about it, it's not just like you can get any old slippers, right? But how cool would it be to have Lego slippers with the Lego logo and the coloring? So they're going for the whole thing here, and it got attention because it's in the news. So think about that. Tammy says, I would watch Ed do the Lego walk. We should have a total Lego walk. I love that. That would be funny. So really think about it and use examples like this, because when I saw this ad for the divorce, it totally simplified everything. Again, let's just go on the assumption that We the People is a law firm that does many things, but in this specific ad, they're focused on one, just one, which is divorce. And they're clearly stating what it is and what you're feeling, which is, I'm done. Okay? So that's the same idea when you think about, I'll use me for an example. When I came up with the Hey Ed Network, I actually took Hey Ed from you guys. That's the first two words, those are the first two words that came out of your mouth that still do when you have a question. So I use that to create the Hey Ed Network, which is why it's so popular and why it has grown it's over a year now, because of the fact that it speaks directly to you. It speaks to your pain points. You can go in and ask your questions and get answers within minutes, just like that. You're not having to go search Google or go wait and see if anybody's going to share an answer in the Facebook group. I'll tell you, I saw that the other day, not anything to do with me, but I was in a Facebook group and I was browsing the current posts, because sometimes, I don't check them every day. And I was going through and I saw somebody had asked about podcasts. So pay attention here, because this is key for you as well. They posted about a podcast. They wanted to start a podcast and they wanted to know what they needed to do in order to just start off with the basics and just have audio. Just super simple. And within 7 hours, they had 3 responses. 7 hours, 3 responses. And not one of those were simple. One was like, oh yeah, I just use my GarageBand and my Mac. And I'm thinking, okay, even I know that GarageBand is not simple, let alone would I recommend that to anybody just starting out. There's no way. And then people were talking about mics that you have to have, and then you get this $100 one or this $50 one. And I'm thinking, I just got to help this poor person out. Like, I can't sit by and let them go another 7 hours or longer without having the right solution to be able to go forward with their podcast. So what did I tell them? I kept it super simple, and I was like, all you need is your phone and an app. That's it. And they were like, what? That's it? Like, yeah, that's it. And you're welcome. You just keep it simple. And that's what you have to remember is, and yes, I'm going to go back to the Hey Ed Network for a second, because you have to understand that you're able to ask your questions as they come up and get answers right away from an expert with the right tools and resources. That's huge. Yes, you have your Facebook groups. Yes, you have Google. Yes, you have YouTube. But you have to consider time, money, and energy. And that's a lot, especially when you post a question and you really aren't sure who's going to be answering it, and you're not sure how long it's going to take them to answer. So just keep that in mind when you're building your business and when you're trying to grow it, because that's huge. And as we should know, or will know if you're brand new to entrepreneurship, as you continue to try to grow your business, you need to simplify things and get going quick and get those solutions faster, because you don't want to be held up by technology. You don't want to be held up by waiting on other people. You need to be ready to get it done today, and so you can keep moving forward. So that's what I'll say on that. So anyway, I hope that this was helpful. Like I said, keep your solution simple. You use this as an example. Look at the Lego, how simple this is. They created slippers to go with the Legos. I don't know their whole deal with this, but let's pretend that we're Lego and we're going to have this as a holiday set. When you buy a box of Legos for a holiday, you get a pair of slippers for free, or you can upgrade to the holiday pack for $10 and get these slippers. The slippers probably cost them like 50 cents to make, okay? So that's kind of how you can do the packaging and the upsell if you wanted to. Buy this Lego set, but wait, if you wanted to get the Lego slippers so that you're not stepping on the Legos, add them to your order for $10 more. Boom, there you go. So anyway, I'm going to let that sit with you guys because I need to rush off to another webinar, but I hope that was helpful. And if you are not moving as quickly as you want to in your business, please reach out because I can help and I'll point you in the right direction, get you the right tools and resources. And if you guys need anything else, you know where to find me here on the page. All right, take care.